Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
Chemda, I'm reading that 99.8% of all COVID hospitalizations are that of the unvaccinated.
That's good news, right? Wait, is that weird to say that's good news?
It's good news. Stop being a dork. Get vaccinated.
Yeah, it feels good. I'm gaining my confidence to take the step out the door.
I mean, you know everything you get to do when you're vaccinated. You get to go out. You get to be around people. At first, the CDC says there's all these ways to get COVID. Be careful. We're embarrassed to say this, but you can't do ass play. It's in the feces, this kind of thing. Now it's like, oh, are you vaccinated? Walk around with a bowl of shit. Throw it on people on the 4th of July. You can do anything now. I can't wait for things to be back to normal. It can be. Just be vaccinated. Come on.
I mean, those are pretty decent stats.
So I'll tell you what I got into this past week. We took a little vacation, but of course, if you have Keith and the Girl VIP, you still got some bonus shows, right? You got Diamond Dogs. I'll read a little description to this one. A Diamond Dogs Independence. With the passing of good friend Adam Brown, Keith and Hollywood Craig do their best to reminisce while moving forward. The duo discusses Nathan's hot dog eating contest, fireworks, Frederick Douglass, your next sexual adventure, and dinner politics. So this one's for you, buddy. See you in heaven. What's my name? A new episode.
Thank you. That's me.
Belly Dance, it's called. Come to interview somebody that had over 45 years of experience in belly dancing. Talks about the ups and downs, I guess, whenever you move your belly and stuff. How the art has evolved. Here's somebody saying, Critical Temp writes, this was such a cool episode. Listened twice in a row. As a person who has only seen belly dancers in a street performer context, I learned a lot about the culture and how it has changed over time. Thank you, Chemda, for sharing this with us. Missed your show for real. You're the best interviewer in the business, and a bonus when you have firsthand experience on the topic.
That is so sweet. Oh, yeah. I had firsthand experience because as a 12-year-old in my bat mitzvah, as a Middle Eastern person, I had a belly dancer. So I went up, I put $1 in her bra, maybe a little. I think I was always nervous to put the $1 in the bottom because that seemed like there wasn't a lot of give. Mm-hmm. So I feel you guys, in the strip clubs, like, where do I put it that you don't look like a dork, Right. You try to one-hand it, or it's like you pull on the bra, you put the $1. This is what I'm learning when I'm 12. So
I put it right up there. You know what I mean?
For safekeeping.
Right. A new Daddy Issues episode. Me and my brother haven't done these in a bit because we felt like we got to kind of an end point. And now with my mom in assisted living and my dad showing up while the siblings visited, you know what? We actually had more emails to go over. Here's the description. Keith is disowned, but Kenneth is reowned. The brothers are back with the latest on Father Malley, including talk of their dad's not inheritance, murder plots, homosexual activities, and dad suing Keith.
Is he threatening to sue you again?
So check it out. All of that, of course, in your VIP package.
Oh, your daddy issues are endless because you know why? He keeps going, oh, have you cleared the air? Here's an email. Here's me thinking, here's what I think about you. And it's just the crazy. He keeps presenting you with the craziest thing you could say to your child.
So we'll take a little break, but that doesn't mean we're going to leave you. And if you want to try VIP for free, go to keithandthegirl.com/VIP. Use the code free trial. And that's how you can take a look as well. The Tickler says, I just heard the Daddy Issues episodes, and you all are oddly normal considering how you were raised. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, too. I think every boss they ever had, definitely every relationship, they should hear Daddy Issues and be like, oh, I'm surprised he has any feelings.
Yes, I cannot wait until your dad emails book because I feel like that's a guide to your brain. I feel like in that year where you were catfishing your dad as your ex-wife, you learned so much more about your childhood. You learned so much more about your dad, like actual knowledge of what he did. I mean, it was all lies and everything, but you learned how much he lied and how much that affected you and your siblings. And it was all very hilarious. And I'm very sorry for your life.
If you're curious what Hemda's talking about when she says the dad emails book, if you go to keithandthegirl.com/dad, DAD, we're going to turn all that information into a book. You'll see what I'm talking about right there. It's encapsulated and it's bonkers. Speaking of VIP, this weekend, if you have VIP, you get a free Silent Trailers ticket, the virtual game show, the greatest game show ever made. I'm going to be murdering Jordan Morris from the popular podcast Jordan Jesse Go will be there. I say, Jordan Jesse, get the fuck out of here. That's what I say.
I do think that he might know a lot about movies. I think he's competition for you this weekend.
We'll see. He never checked out Dracula Untold. So this guy does not see every movie ever made.
Mm-hmm.
I do. And we'll get to that later in the show. Ashley Gavin. Everybody loved her. She'll be there. She's dead. Sarah Levine from Am I the Asshole podcast. The answer is yes, you did. Calacasio. Oh, hey, baby. Calacasio, you know her, of course, the mother of my stepkids. She'll be there. Her podcast is Shut Up, Mommy's Talking.
I like that she'll be there, but you're setting her up on a different screen so that you can talk to each other with the screens, but she's going to be there in person. So when she wrings your neck, we're going to suddenly see her hands in your little box of camera.
Get your tickets at keithandthegirl.com/tickets. And VIPs, as always, you have a free ticket and a discount to the backstage passes at keithandthegirl.com/VIP. I don't know how I was caught, but I was trying to sneak into the production meeting. But Hemda and Xerxes do a production meeting. You can be part of it. And, you think of the topics, how that relates to each movie. So I came in with a fake mustache and beard. Is made out of paper, but, I filled it in with Sharpie. I had a top hat I happened to have. I put on a tie and a vest. I was Alfred Bimington. I said, "Oh, sorry, I'm late. Have we mentioned the categories?" They were on to me so quick. So quick. Well, it was a little humiliating. This past week, what did you get up to, Hemda?
We did a lot of biking, over 60 miles. We biked all the way from Queens to the Heights and back.
Yeah, in the Heights, was it like I described?
So, the whole ride was musical.
Was anybody like DJing a man great?
Oh, yeah. There was DJ like every other block. We were having another DJ. It was absolutely.
They love it. Dominicans love singing. They love it. I saw the documentary. They love dancing up the side of buildings. It's a whole production. No pun. Right. And you don't you're not. A madman isn't making you ride your bike 60 miles, right? You're enjoying it.
It was a little humid and it feels like you're running out of air sometimes. But other than that, it was fantastic. And you get to see New York from this other place. I've never been to the Heights. I've never been by the George Washington Bridge in a pedestrian way. I've always been in a vehicle. You're crossing the bridge. You're getting out of New York. But this is amazing. We are always on the water with these bicycles, and it's such a cool ride that we ordered GoPros because we're going to have to show you guys this. We're going to mount it on the bike and maybe, let's see if I could ride and talk at the same time. Like over here, remember 3 years ago when Queens was trending in Astoria because there was a blue light that came into the sky that everyone thought might be aliens or the end of the world? That's right here. We just passed it. It's actually Con Edison, and here's their building. Right after that, there's a beautiful park on the water. It's so nice. Yeah.
You see any adventures?
Yeah. Well, actually, we have some outdoor space here in New York, which is very rare, but we go out there to smoke a few times a day. And we heard in one of our smoke sessions, we heard the next door neighbors sort of getting ready for people to come over. Oh, we'll put the table over here. We'll put the speakers over here. And we can't see them really because there's a little bit of a fence that you can sort of peek through. But so we're like, oh, they're having some people over for dinner or something. We hear stuff like, oh, the speaker will be over here. The mic will be over here. And I'm like, a mic, I can hear you. You're not mic'd right now. Right. You're just telling each other things. And I thought, oh, they must be streaming something, so that the mic picks it up. This looks like people are a little bit more on top of it. A couple hours later, we come out there to smoke. We just light the spliff and we hear, we just lit it and we hear, we're gathered here to bond these two, whatever, however it goes. And we're like, oh, we're smoking through their wedding.
You're coughing, smoke's going through their fence.
Oh, I was about to have a coughing fit and I had to stop it because I'm like, this is not nice. This is probably going to be on their video. But also, our apartment, even though this outside area is in the back, because the train is outside over here, goes above ground, you hear the shrieks. I don't know why luxury apartments are coming up in Long Island City right outside the 7 train.
Right.
The 7 train right here is on a curb. So you hear like the whole, all of those
Right.
luxury buildings with their balconies that nobody goes on because it's just loud as fuck. So anyway, we're gathered here and then you hear a motorcycle. You're like,
Right.
okay, they're ignoring that. We took like 5 minutes. By the time we were done with the spliff, they were done with the entire ceremony, but it sort of ended like this, like, and now I pronounce the train starts coming. Like
A car drives past. Suck my dick, bitch. That's the
Exact-
music.
exactly. Every once in a while, there's a person who's clearly yelling to himself at himself right
Right.
outside of the home. So you just got like all of New York and the wedding.
Right. Well, it was during this break, it was Kyle's birthday, speaking of her. And I texted the kids the day before. I said, it's her birthday. Do something nice early tomorrow. And then parentheses, please.
In parentheses.
Yeah, please.
Why? Was that your parental?
Do I have to say please? Yeah, parentheses, parental. But it's just like, come on, do so. You always blow it. Just do something this time around.
But wait, honestly, and I don't, this is the night before.
Okay.
What nice thing are they gonna do?
Go to CVS, get your stupid pack of chapstick. At least do the stupid shit that you are capable of doing. Make a card or get a card. That's all.
Okay.
That's
What was
all.
their response?
The response, well, the oldest son, he was in Florida. He came back for a couple weeks. He got high and threw up in the morning. So there's the happy threw up in the sink. Happy birthday! That's how your birthday day starts. This 18-year-old vomiting.
But does the 18-year-old clean up after he vomits, or is he like, oh, mom, I'm so sorry, you have to clean that up?
She knew.
No. Also, what kind of vomit stays in the sink?
Right. Yeah, you got to plunge that out or something.
Fucking chew your food if you're gonna.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Then Mom, why do you treat me like I'm so stupid? You don't even know where to throw up. You're stupid. So no, you can't borrow my credit card.
That's a good point. You should know where to throw up.
Yeah.
Also,
Mom, why do you think I'm stupid? Because you just ordered 3 movies on Keith's Amazon and you acted like you didn't know you had to pay for them.
Oh no.
So do I believe you or do I acknowledge you're a liar?
Question.
Yes.
Were you there during the throw up?
No.
If you were there during the throw up, would you say don't clean it up? Just don't clean it up. Just let it smell.
She wouldn't be able to handle that. I'd probably clean it up. Who knows? But I didn't have to worry about it.
Also, a question for those teenagers out there. If you threw up in your mother's sink who you're visiting, can you just clean it up really quick and no one knows anything?
Maybe he's hungover and he can't move.
What are you drinking?
He's having a good time.
Yeah, but you
18.
threw up. Now you're better. Clean up.
Right.
No, it's out of your system.
No,
Let's go.
I don't get it. But because I said, hey, do something nice for your mom tomorrow, there was no cards, there was no gifts. But the 14-year-old did the laziest thing and said, Mom, can we go out? Can I take you out to dinner? Can we go out to dinner tonight, please? He's not paying for it.
Oh.
So now I just cock block myself because now she has to go to the dinner with the son who was like, Mom, can we go out for your birthday?
No. So can you take me out? Someone
Right.
might enjoy.
So, but here's the good news. We did get together after all because the boy never meant it. So he forgot all about it.
Stop it. How does that work?
You just can tell. You can tell like he's going to forget. You'll see. And then, just time went by and he's like, all right, I'm going to go to the park. Okay. It's going to fuck up our non-dinner plans.
No.
So perfect. Go to the park. And then me and her do something. Fine. It worked out. Just funny. You acted like I'm gonna do something nice for you, which is her paying for dinner, and then, you're over that, right, Mom?
Shit.
Yeah. I believe every parent understands what I'm talking about. I don't know the joy of kids. Once they start walking around all stumbly and bumbly, what the fuck is adorable?
I like it. But I didn't have kids, and on purpose, because I know there's
You
gonna
like
be-
them when they're like, oh, I can't even walk right. Like, look at you. You're my son. But then when they know how to walk right, it's over.
You can get that, right, kid?
Yeah,
Walk over and go get it.
it's done.
So nobody even got her chapstick.
She didn't even get chapstick. See, you miss it when you don't have it. You go, hey, did you just use my money to get me stuff at CVS? Well, now I didn't get you nothing.
You know what? Now that I think about it, did I really give a shit that it was my parents' birthday? Not really.
We did cards for sure.
Maybe we did. I don't know. I don't know if my dad did anything. My mom did stuff for my dad, but
My mom
she
gave
was the
my dad
planner.
stuff so my dad can give it back to the mom. And she go, oh, thanks. I wanted this.
God.
Thank you. How'd you know? All right, I gave it to you. I did do good, I think, with birthday gifts. The theme was massages
Ooh,
because a very good one, right? And I hate to give them. So it's kind of a trick. She's like, harder, and my fingers are hurting. And I'm like, there's got to be a better way. And I think there is. Because in the past, I got her one of those handheld massages.
but then you had to hand hold it.
But then I had to keep hand holding it. And she has enough going on that she doesn't know where it is or doesn't keep it charged or lets the kids borrow it. And so that means I got her headphones. It always ends up lost with the kids. Always. Right. So I got her a back massager and I got her another handheld massager, one of those good ones, those ones. But this handheld one stays at my place. So she has a handheld one at her place, a back massager at her place, and the other nice handheld one stays at my place.
Nice. Okay.
Brilliant.
This way you never have to massage her.
Never, my love.
Oh, that's great. I'm sorry that she'll be using that as a masturbation device, but you meant well.
Well, somebody listened to Diamond Dogs. I got her some hair product. I'm like, all right, she has hair. This is a hair product.
What?
Yeah.
How does that get into your cart?
Somehow, I don't know. Somehow I came across hair product.
What?
Like, okay. Yeah.
What? Are you in CVS shopping for a gift?
I'm not giving all the secrets away.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What,
No, I
did
think
you just smell something nice and you were like, this must be
it was
nice?
on Amazon. I just came across it somehow. Maybe it's, I don't know. People get lotion and vibrators together. So maybe
I
don't know. I don't know. It was just, it came up somehow. You're buying women things. Here. Okay, thanks. I'll take it. She likes the Candy Height shoes and she left half a pack here, so I wrapped that up. I like to give just a bunch of stuff. And you don't know what's good, what's bad. You just know you got a lot of stuff.
Any leftovers you wrapped and gave it back?
No, that would be too much. That'd be passive aggressive.
Okay.
I gave a card. I gave 2 funny cigarettes in a case.
Why is that funny?
The funny cigarettes? Because they're weed cigarettes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought, okay. The grammar on that set in after.
Because they exploded in her face. It was hilarious. Rosé in a can. Pretty smart,
Is she a
right?
rosé fan or you just thought that was funny?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Let me not question everything.
Again, here's just a bunch of stuff.
You're like a teenager who's like, Mom's a girl, right? This lotion.
Yeah.
Let's see. She asks for massages. So here's 3 different massage things.
Birthday cake ice cream.
What's birthday cake ice cream?
Like, you ever have that birthday cake flavor? You know how, that cereal we like, Magic Spoon. They have like birthday cake. It's kind of like that. It's the birthday cake flavor.
Ooh.
And when I was in the store, I saw a papaya, so I just bought one. I'm like, that seems like something, Is that, and maybe they have it in the Heights, and that's a reference. So I wrapped up a papaya. So here's all the stuff you get, and what a lucky day for you.
You didn't wrap a papaya.
Of course I did.
But how do you explain that when she opens it?
She thinks it's her fault for not knowing what it goes to, and she loves it. Yeah.
You're such a mind fuck. What?
Eh, well, papaya, that probably means something. I'm sorry, I forget. It's okay.
My
No
head's
problem.
exploding.
Right? When they have that papayas and in the Heights,
What?
right?
I didn't see the Heights. I live with him.
Seems like they'd slice it up and sell it to you on the corner, you know? But I'll tell you the biggest gift is I let her watch a Dateline murder show.
What? What?
Those horrible Dateline murder shows, you know?
Okay.
He was never late for school, but he was that day, but he wasn't. He actually was in the bathroom, but the bathroom was out of order. Oh, nope. I was just told the janitor opened it actually. But when was the janitor hired? Oh, he always worked there. Right? We'll be right back. I
Okay.
hate these so much and I let her enjoy it. And I didn't make, I don't think, any snarky remarks.
Wow, that's impressive. I gotta
Mhm.
say, I've heard you talk about the show before, I think, because it sounds familiar in the tone and the messaging.
Right.
And then I saw it and I'm like, holy shit, Keith was not exaggerating.
Yeah.
That's a timeline that they'll go through. They're like, oh no, but wait. They'll
Yeah,
tell you. It's like people who go, why would I do that? I'll tell you. It's like,
Right.
did you just ask your question? So yeah, it's very, very strange, but I get why one would want to watch that.
It was a sunny Sunday afternoon, but it was a Monday and it was pouring rain. Like,
Yes.
Okay. You're just making up the lie.
It's
You're not
true.
even talking about the bad guys lying to us. You made up a lie and then said it's not true. I didn't think it was. Just tell me what day it is. But the day didn't matter, except on this occasion. Okay. Oh, well.
Did you go out for dinner or something now that her kids flaked?
What did we do? I think we just used the massagers, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I do.
You know what I'm saying.
I am an adult, yes.
Right. Here I have a message from Better Than the Best, and he says, I need more movie reviews. With COVID, I've missed Keith's movie reviews. I never know if the recommendations are recommendations or not, but I love them. He gets so mad. Okay. Well, I got some more for you. Keith is the reason, says Critical Temp, that I even know there's a new Purge movie. And honestly, his one-word review on Diamond Dogs was sucks. Makes me think maybe it's decent. What?
I love
Usually he goes with blows donkey dick or the biggest piece of shit. Might hit the theater today. Thanks, Keith.
that. So everyone thinks you're recommending movies.
I guess so.
I think you hate so many things that if you even like are not, if you're not throwing up, you're
Right.
you're recommending it.
Yeah, if like there was a song that was sad, they're like, okay. I'm like, no, but I said the rest of it was burnt penis.
Right. What? Ugh.
Yeah. We want to hear Keith's
Sorry.
review of The Tomorrow War, Netflix's top of the marquee sci-fi with Chris Pratt. It was so egregiously awful that I was laughing to myself, imagining what Keith's review would be.
No. Can I before you review it, Keith doesn't like shit, ironically.
Right.
You know, the only time you like watching bombing is comedians on stage. Then you just
Yes.
think it's hilarious.
Sure.
But a movie to bomb, you're like, no, you had time for editing. This guy
Mhm.
is just having an off day and he's fucking going nuts now, and
Yeah.
that's fantastic for me. This person had time to edit, and this is what they showed me.
Yeah, if in the movie Chris Pratt turned to the audience and went, boy, this is blowing, isn't it? Then I'd be like, okay, that's the kind of bombing I like. But
Yeah.
this is such a piece of shit, The Tomorrow War. It didn't make any sense. And Chris Pratt was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where they explained that his dad is literally God. That was easier to follow and made sense.
Mm.
This Tomorrow War, no thanks. And I wonder if it goes with the theory that everything streaming movie wise is shit. So I go to the actual movie theater and see, oh shit.
Really?
Worst
Do
week
you
of my
always
life.
feel this way? And I'm really sorry to keep
Yeah.
thinking this about you, but do you really like movies?
Speaking of superhero movies, I usually love those. So I'm going to see
Okay.
every one. I don't know how people can love an Avengers movie and pick and choose what movie they want to see. They're all intertwined, so I have to see them all. And the new Black Widow with Scarlett Johansson came out. And you want it to work because you know it's a female-driven movie, and I'm just find myself staring at it. I guess the thing is, in the Avengers, she already died. and this movie goes in the past. So I know you're going to survive everything.
Mm.
I wonder if that's why I wasn't caring. I'm
I
like,
don't know.
you'll get out of here.
We usually know that most of the people we like will get out.
But it's possible that somebody could. She did die in a superhero movie.
Uh-huh.
So, but in this one, she won't, because I know when she dies.
You, and with, peace and love.
Yes.
You like superhero movies.
In general, yes.
In general, so most superhero movies you like.
Most Marvel superhero movies, yes.
Okay, we're narrowing it down a little more. So most Marvel.
They're the only game in town, quite frankly, but yes, most Marvel.
So I've heard you say good reviews on Marvel superhero movies.
All the Avenger movies are great. The second, I hated the first Captain America, still saw the second one. Second one was fantastic.
Okay.
Third one was fantastic. All of Iron Man sucked, but in Avengers, Iron Man is fantastic. Yes. So in general, yes. And I don't know how people can guess and pick and choose. Right. But
so
here
you're saying if you watch one Marvel, you have to commit yourself to all of them.
Or what's the fucking point? If you watch 4, how did you do that? That's weird. You're a weirdo.
What?
I want to see Ant-Man, but not Doctor Strange, but the second Spider-Man. You're a weirdo.
Why? That sounds like...
Because they're all connected. They all jump into each other's movies. That's what makes it so fun. There's nothing like it when it comes to movies and how much time went by and everybody can jump in each other's movies. You'll be missing a major part as well. You're like, that was a great movie, but they come out with the Hulk and you're like, not interested. It's crazy to me. It makes no sense. Anyway, what's funny whenever they do, but sometimes they do have those superhero movies focused on one person, like this one, Black Widow. And you think to yourself, okay, but where are the other superheroes? No one can help.
Right. Where are they?
They make up a lame reason, but somebody could still, like, they're hiding from the government because of actions in another movie. But you still could have ran into this country and helped out real quick. I wonder if the Hulk's like, mansplain action. Hulk not even going there, bro. So maybe that's why nobody wanted to help her. It's like, you could do it on your own, Scarlett. I promise. And I'll tell you what I did do. And this is Karen Morrow's fault. I got the 4DX ticket.
Where the one where it vibrates your feet.
She was explaining on last week on Keith and the Girl, it vibrates your whole body like a roller coaster. Mist comes out from the back of that seat. Air blows on your back from the back of your seat. And there's rumble in your asshole. And I'm like, all right.
Wow, this really is a spa theme this week for you guys.
Yeah. And so I didn't last 5 minutes on this fucking roller coaster. It is I think it's so shitty. There's no way the director worked with the chair manufacturer. It's just Regal going, hey, shit's happening, rumble them. Water comes when there's not even water. They're like, they're falling down fast from the sky, throwing some air and water. Then sometimes somebody will just open up a duffel bag and the zipper rumbles your seat. Well, I'm not the bag. There's no rhyme or reason to how it throws you around. And I sat in the broken seat like 5 minutes in and looked around and I'm like, oh, thank God I'm not in those seats. I mean, shit's flying around. They're like, boom, 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 boom. You can't really see what's happening. Like if you got 4DX, I don't think you're allowed to review the movie because you can't really watch it. You're just like, oh, shit. I missed something in the beginning because I'm like, oh, shit. I'm not the movie. You show me.
How much was it?
I have the Regal Pass. So living it up, 3D and 4DX was like $9 more. It wasn't bad.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. But otherwise, it's like 20 something.
That's worth it for a 2-hour roller coaster ride that you're involved in. But no, not if you're going to be the zipper on a bag.
Just know that when they say roller coaster ride now, they mean it and it's not good.
So it's just like a movie and they strap you into some other ride.
Yeah. They just shake you. Just tell me, I'll watch it. You slap me in the face. $3 more.
That's so funny. I was wondering how they would do that because you would need, just like you need a sound person, a light person, somebody for continuity. Wouldn't you need a chair person at this point? Or it's like, look, you kind of put like how YouTube does, like from here to here we're explaining this, from here to here we're explaining this. And you have little markers for where things are. I would think if you're going to participate in that, you have to put your markers in. The fact that there's throwing water on you and there's no water, you
Yeah.
could have just said like, listen, there's some water, like somebody's washing their face here.
Right.
That's funny.
Right.
Somehow it's an experience, but to just guess.
And then they're going to make movies just to work these chairs more. I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah,
Everybody's
but
going to be taking baths in the movies.
Yeah. Oh, like remember what was it? Netflix did the thing with Black Mirror, and you get to pick where the character goes, but really you're not picking shit. It's like kill him this way or kill him this way.
Right.
What? Like,
Yeah.
I guess I don't have to drag his ass from here, so I'll kill him this way, but I didn't want to kill him. How is this a choice? Nazis.
Right. So the movie ends. They cut to the future. You know that she's dead, and you're like, all right, when maybe we'll never see her again, and that's the end. But there's another killer on the good side in the movie, and in the bonus credits, she's told that about the wrong person who actually does kill Scarlett Johansson. So the end. So you understand there's going to be another misunderstanding. These superheroes and their fucking misunderstandings. Anytime you're going to fight somebody, go, wait, real quick, stranger, anything I'm missing? Because I'm going to try to kill you now. And obviously, they won't kill each other. They'll work together, but there'll be a fight at first. There's always misunderstandings. Yeah, just try to explain yourself more if you're a superhero. You guys are so ready to fight fast.
I just kind of feel like superheroes were made from misunderstandings. Like, oh, why are you petting a spider? Now you're Spider-Man. Like, it's just, they had babies and they threw them in the sewer and now they're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, it's just these weird scenarios.
I'll tell you what I do like. When you go back to the movies now, the actors before the movie starts, they are so grateful you're there that they thank you profusely.
Actors?
The actors, yeah. Scarlett Johansson thanked me. That John Krakowski, the guy that did Quiet Place 2, he thanked me. And I'm like, you're welcome.
Whoa.
It's good to be here. But when that's the best part of the movie, that's a bummer. So I saw The Quiet Place 2, The Kids Cause All the Problems Again. That's the full title.
Wait, there's a Quiet Place 2?
Yeah.
In the movie theaters?
In the movie theaters.
Did it do well?
I think so. I know it got good praises. But the kids don't listen, just like they didn't in the first one, and people die. And I don't like kids. I don't care. I don't care about them in movies. Like my stepkids, I can handle. I'm not there for the vomit, so what do I care? But kids in movies, and I don't know you. Who gives a fuck? Okay, don't touch this. Okay, you're gone. I'll touch it. Okay, now we got problems. I want adults where they'll make mistakes that you think you will make, maybe. But these kids, some good jump scares, I guess. But here's the thing with The Quiet Place. It's like the wedding you were just describing, because there are moments of obviously pure quiet because you can't make noise or these monsters come. But instead, I hear the Fast and Furious 9 car jumping over a building from the next theater over.
Oh, my God. That's so funny. That's so weird because, okay, so we've been watching a lot of videos of like, here's this guy's mansion. What does $20 million buy you in the West Village? Like shit like that.
Right.
And people, it's now standard to have a wine fridge like crazy. Like if you don't have a wine fridge in your kitchen, at least like underneath a thing, you're disgusting. But what's also big is actual movie theaters where they have like, slightly elevated seating and they block off the sound and the light. And that is the quietest room in the house. When the guy is touring or the woman is touring us around, when they go into that room, it sounds different. The sound is glorious. But this movie theater couldn't do it.
Right. Yeah. Oh, well. And by the way, you knew that in The Quiet Place, the first one, they explained that like if the sound is constant, like rushing water, the monster can't hear you and you can make all the noise you want. So build your house there. The end. Live behind the waterfall. The end.
That's, first of all, that's, I think, a good rule, right? If there's a constant sound, they can't hear you. I think that's
Sure.
I like that. If we're going to create rules of the sound is going
Right.
to kill you. But yeah, that is a very good idea to
We
live
just go
there.
there for fun when we want to talk. No, you could start cutting a hole in the cave. Make a cave. Start cutting holes in rocks. They can't hear you.
Mm,
They showed you screaming.
that's the talking room.
And it still bothered me that in the first one, they make a baby during the pandemic, during their pandemic. So they make a baby during it that if you make any noise, the monsters find you. So even in part 2, they're just dragging this baby around all over the fucking place. And it's like, was it consensual? Like, did the dad, was he fucking you? And you're like, no, you can't fuck me. It's like, what are you going to do? Scream? I'm going to come in you. I'm just guessing. And the second one, they went ass to mouth. They're like, you know what are you going to do? Tell somebody? Quiet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's highly unbelievable.
But you did not like the first one.
No.
Now you went to a movie theater to see the second one.
Well, I didn't like the first Captain America. Hated it, in fact. Loved the second one.
Which is the better Godfather, 1 or 2?
They're both so fantastic. I can't say. I guess 2 because you have De Niro and Pacino. So you get the young Godfather, the Godfather, and Al Pacino becoming the Godfather.
There's a little bit of a thing with you that the second one's better than the first. Maybe the first is a warm-up. Maybe the first one is not up to par for you, but the second one, you sort of are like, hey, I know these guys now. Not even?
It's a 2-hour boring thing where they don't really, not to say the first Godfather isn't fantastic. But these other movies, no, it's just a whole new movie. I don't know. I guess maybe. Like I liked whenever they introduced Spider-Man, they didn't go back to his story again. They're like, Spider-Man. We're not going to show you that stupid spider. And I'm like, okay, good. I do know.
How do you remember that?
Right. Like, all right, you're like a spider. I get it. I saw The Forever Purge.
Oh, there are different names for the purges?
Oh, there's a 5th Purge movie.
Wait, Forever Purge meaning like now it's always the purge?
Now it's always the purge. What happens in this one is they go, okay, so 1 day a year, you can do any crime you want, right? The July 4th, the sexy woman comes on TV. You hear her voice and she's like, remember, the purge is about to start. You can commit any crime, including murder. Like if they don't know murder, don't tell them. You can commit constant baby rape and you can pollute oil in the ocean. Like if you know what to do, like jaywalking, then you can do it. But don't give these people ideas. Well, it turns out this time around, they brought back the purge. I guess one movie they got rid of it. Now they're like, hey, it's back for us. So it's back because the world's more divided than ever. You can understand. You've looked around.
Pandemic and such.
But it gave people a taste of murder in a different way that they started. Apparently, they're getting together on message blogs and stuff, and they're going to do the purge forever. It's the new way of living.
What? You're just a criminal. That's not purge forever.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I thought that the movie decided to go purge forever and there's 1 day of no purge. And I was like, it's curious. Okay.
I want to see the movie The Purge Lawyers. Because lawyers got to be being called the next day a lot, right?
Purge the day after.
He's CEO because he killed the fucking CEO. Hey, you could have done it too. And I think gossiping is a crime. I'm calling a lawyer. It's the next day. Have you been the real victim the next day of things? Yeah, I bet lawyers would be interesting for them to follow. Well, it's just more killing. What are you gonna do? 12 hours, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Of course. Don't worry about time differences. It's 7 to 7. And they always check the clock. And they're like, 1 minute to the purge. I think I'll close the doors. Somebody might start early.
Yeah, this is really funny. This is like Jewish rules for holidays, sundown to sundown.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I remember, let's say Yom Kippur, which is the day that you fast. You fast, no water, technically no showers, no turning on and off the electricity. So like up until you have to look at when sundown is, and let's say it's at like 7:19. And so until 7:18, you are watching your family fucking stuff their face like you've never done.
Right.
And then the entire time you're like 4 more hours where we could stuff our face. It's like, how is this
Right.
the mindful thought process that we're supposed to be going through where everybody's even and things like that? And then the funniest part was like, there was a woman chewing gum in synagogue. And I'm like, I guess that's not like so funny, but to me, these are adults. And I was like, but you're chewing gum. Well, yeah, because, I can't brush my teeth because,
Right.
that's using water. And I'm like, so we're going to remember our ancient history by you chewing gum and not brushing your teeth. Okay.
It's
That's
all
nice
God
workaround.
tricks. It's all tricks.
It's all workarounds. That's
like
the whole
God's a-
Bible.
God's a lawyer.
Mhm.
We're all
Mhm.
lawyers.
It's true. And there's a whole section. I remember going to yeshiva and you had to take, now that I think about it, it was a lawyer class. It's like basically arguing what it says in the Bible and interpreting it correctly. Like what did this mean? Who
Right.
does own the cow after the cow goes to the neighbor's yard?
Right. Oh, well. Picture like frivolous articles during the purge, like BuzzFeed, 10 things you didn't even think to do during the purge.
Yeah.
1,
that's
double dip at your own house party. 2,
2, late-term abortion.
but here's the thing too with the purge. In the movies, the day before, there's always a story of people being rude to each other. Like, well, you're gonna die tomorrow.
Right.
The day before the purge, you could fuck Kyle. Okay. Come on now. Jeez. Yeah, picture like you paid rent and you happen to pay on the 4th. Every time July comes around, it's like, bad check. Yep, that was on the purge. Fuck you, landlord. Oh well. So yeah, it was shit movie after shit movie, but I think somehow people heard I recommended 3 out of 4. I don't know.
Were any of those recommendations?
No, but who knows what people hear.
Okay, then people don't understand your tone and the way you recommend things. Okay, I feel like you have to give a certificate of authentication or authenticity. This is definitely a recommendation, or it's not a recommendation at all. And that's what we learned about you.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I've watched any movies, but Atypical has a new season out, and I am in love with this show.
Okay.
You said you hated it.
I didn't see it. I don't have time for filler shows.
Oh.
I barely have time for those Marvel TV shows that are coming out now.
It's such a sweet movie, but I could see why.
TV show.
It's a TV show, yes.
Yeah, I don't. No story takes 5 seasons.
Well, just watch the second
Even Friends,
episode.
Friends, they had to start fucking the monkey. They were running out of things.
You could just watch from the second episode or up until the second episode, because the sequel is always your favorite.
Second season, you mean?
Oh, you're willing to give it a whole season?
No, I'm giving nothing, nobody. No.
Well, do you watch TV shows? They're like mini movies. It's so nice.
They're mini
There's
movies.
so many sequels.
You know who they give money to? Big movies.
Okay, but
right.
Maybe little movies are how big movies get made, and you should go to the origin source.
If I see I'm seeing Loki. This guy's really pissing me off. Some of these are like, did you not have money for this episode? No, I'll wait until it's a movie.
Really? Oh, so you're not really a series watcher? Not really.
No.
Not unless it's like Sopranos or something.
I'm not right. I'm not in the middle of anything right now. I guess
I'm-
Loki, one more shit episode.
Well, just so you know, I'm always in the middle of either Grace and Frankie, Love, or BoJack, because that's like let me just watch something again. And then also I try to put in like a new one where I really have to pay attention, and Atypical is it now.
I did just watch the Friends reunion.
Why?
Because I watch everything in movie form.
I watched it too, but Xerxes was a fan of Friends, and I guess I was curious.
Was Matthew Perry high as fuck?
Matthew Perry was pissed as fuck.
Something.
Okay, first of all, it was so on brand with all of them, right? Like whoever was going to be fake was going to be fake. Like whoever got emotional right away, where it's like, oh, everything is touching me and I haven't cried in years. And I think it's a very emotional thing. This is the show that they've done for years and years that created made them stars. Like I could
Yeah.
see how it could completely be emotional, and I could see how fans would be emotional over it. It's amazing. But there was a point where Lisa Kudrow was like, I think it was her. Oh, we stay in touch, and like, listen, if one of us is gonna call another person here, then you're gonna get a pickup. And then what's his face? Who's
Matthew
the
Perry.
cocaine guy? Yeah, Matthew Perry was like, you didn't pick up my call. And I was like, oh, that was real.
And then they
That
went
was
to the
real.
next segment. I think it was completely
Yes.
real. They said it. He was joking. I don't believe it. They
No.
said that he was talking funny because he just came from some kind of dental appointment that morning. I don't.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't
Who
buy
goes
it at
to a
all.
dental appointment the day of your reunion? You wake up and you go to makeup. Like, how late in the day is this reunion? Like,
Right.
that you're so busy. Oh, you know what? I have basically retired from acting, and also acting is seasonal, but the dentist appointment goes the day of the reunion. Nothing can go wrong. It's just a dental appointment, even though last time I went to one, I had to go to the hospital afterwards. But you know how it goes. You're so comfortable after a dentist.
Right.
Yeah, numb me up, get me a little gas, and then I'm gonna go to a friend's reunion.
Right.
I am one of the friends.
I pictured every time he talked, he was like, "Oh, I didn't have to say nothing. Why did I just slur all that?" Shit.
So he was, I think he was serious about that. I think they didn't pick up his calls. They might have been right about that. He might have been the shittiest person while on and getting off cocaine. Like, you might not want to pick up because that person's being shitty. But that was real. And oh, should we spoil that fucking surprise at the end?
Sure. Which one?
Jennifer Aniston? They were like, did anyone at all have a crush on
Ross? Did her and
Don't
Ross?
say those words. I'm gonna throw up. You have to go 3, 2, 1, and I get ready with my gag reflex, and then you let me know shit like that. That's okay. So they asked who, none of you had a crush on each other, and they're like, no, not really, no. Turns out was it Ross and Rachel? Oh,
Yeah,
now it's Ross and Rachel. Oh, I just put that together. It's even worse.
So in real life, they
worse.
had a thing going on, and
But they didn't. They didn't, because they always had a crush on each other, but they were never free at the same time. But if I heard that, I'd be like, fucking, you should have break up with me. So
Right.
there's like you're pretending to be lovers on screen while you're in love with each other.
Yeah.
And the only reason why you can't be with each other is because you were never single at the same time. No.
Yeah, like
That was
when
bad news.
like people talk about that Ross and Rachel kiss. That was real.
You have to start thinking that.
Yeah.
If you were dating them at the time, you were like, did you get it in? I mean, like,
Right.
you got me. You had a crush on this
And
person.
they're like, but we just couldn't. And then they show old footage of them, during little breaks, and they're blowing kisses from the couches to each other and stuff.
And I think if I'm getting it right, everyone was like, yeah, that was obvious. Excuse me, am I visiting your set as the girlfriend? Is that, and everyone knows that you guys have a cute little set crush.
Yeah.
That's not cute. You're at work together and you're playing lovers. Oh, it's the cute little set crush, but you're on set all day. I see you for 10 minutes.
See,
Holy
now
shit.
that I highly recommend.
Now, you recommend the Friends reading?
Guys drunk or high or everything, acting like nothing's wrong with these charismatic people. Joey's the size of a house. That's fun. And
Joey was my favorite.
He's probably my favorite too. He seemed the most genuine.
The most genuine. Everything that came, he didn't get carried away, but he also like allowed for the large emotions. You know, he wasn't like, this is where I cry, I gotta cue myself. He was more like, yeah, this was fucking cool.
Yeah,
it was cool. Imagine like this is how you became famous in this like rolling snowball of a show. It's crazy.
and you learn about illicit half affairs. I wasn't bummed out seeing it. Now I watch it in parts. You know, I'll watch 30 minutes here and be like, all right, see you later. But yeah, I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it. I love the way they put the extra characters in it. I like when it's like, oh, here's Gunther and here's Janice.
Right.
But here's the thing: get a chair for Janice.
They know it's on you. You're still only Janice. I didn't need more of her.
I understand, but like if I was Janice, I'd be like, so I guess I sit on this armchair, like the
arm
of the chair. Like
right.
you could see she was like am I staying? Like, they just asked me a question. Do I sit or do I stand here like I'm on, Miss USA or something? It was very strange, but very fun to see.
Thanks for coming by, Janice. Okay, goodbye. The end. That's all we needed you to do. No joke.
Right.
See ya.
I thought she seemed cool.
She seems nice enough.
Right. I thought the extra people were very cool. I thought it was cool that they played the Chenandler Bond game. That was fun.
Right.
Yeah. I like that they threw that in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't like James Corden's interviewing everybody. I would have hated to be in that audience there, but that they kept cutting back and forth to different things.
Right,
Kept
because
my
you're just being
attention.
used.
Yeah.
I liked seeing the set,
Yeah.
but this must have driven something. I don't know if it was there. It was a random reunion. It's not like a 2 exact
Right.
decades or something like that. But now, are you noticing this? There are Friends t-shirts all over the place, as
Oh,
if
yeah?
Friends is a new show. They must have promoted the hell out of it, and now it's all over the place.
Good for them.
There's a place in the West Village that is supposedly where they live, and people take a picture of the building. There's always someone outside of that building. Always, multiple people just taking a picture of the building. The building doesn't look like anything. It's just, this is where they supposedly live. It's not where they shot. It's not where they anything. This is the corner.
I like, you know what? I think I liked it because it's what do they look like now? And you don't have to be on a website and go past ads and click next for each person. It says, here's what they look like. This guy is 2 of himself. The most beautiful woman in the world got way too much work done. That's fun for me.
You're so mean. It's true though.
Corny Cox.
I
God damn
haven't.
it.
Corny Cox. Yeah, that was. Yeah, it's.
I see these faces and I'm like, the one that got away.
Oh no, I see it and I'm like, well, they're all in Hollywood, but only she kind of got the Hollywood face.
Right.
And you're looking at a face you used to look at, and you're like, that your lips are in a different place.
Guys, you want to too? No, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go.
And I do feel guilty. Like sometimes they get me with those ads. Like, what do they look like now? I'm like, I know this is going to be the last fucking slide, the one that I clicked on, but I'm very curious.
All right, should we recap?
Yeah.
All right. If you're unvaccinated, you're going to die. Almost 100% of people dying from this virus are people that are unvaccinated. That's not an exaggeration. All right. Speaking of death, Adam Brown. Let's see. Kind of course, has her show up. What's my name? And my dad's still at it again. Let's see. Silent trailers. I'm going to murder people. A lot of death talk, I see.
Yeah,
I didn't realize at the time.
This is good. As you do this, I think people should, they know the title. Okay. Start covering the title, folks. And then this is how we find
See if you match. See if you match it. Let's see. If it's one of your parents' birthday, maybe just as a present, don't throw up in their sink. Sinks can't handle to throw up in a toilet. Okay. You're not ready to be on your own. You throw it up in a sink.
Oh, that's how you know you're ready to be on your own. You know, if your parents are the ones who are cleaning up after you, and I know not everyone has that experience, but if you drop something in the kitchen, like a jar of spaghetti sauce, if you clean it up and not are like, I guess if I leave it long enough, mom will get it.
Right.
And
but you know,
then you should pay rent.
But you know, you can't be on your own. But we got to tell him he could be on his own. We're like, yeah, it's fine when you throw up in sinks. All right, you're playing tickets for Tuesday.
Fair enough. By the way, if we went by that recap, I would suggest Death to Cutie. What's that title?
Smoochie?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the title of the show.
Death to Smoochie?
Yeah, because there's so much death, but things are cute.
Did you watch the movie?
No, I didn't. Is it not cute? Okay.
It doesn't fit. All right. Anyway, we don't even think I saw Quiet Place, but she made it sound like she didn't.
I did not see a Quiet Place. Look at that. Did it sound like I did? That's great.
Yes, it did. That's
Look
fantastic.
at me. I participate.
Tomorrow War, Blue Balls, Black Widow, Blue Balls, Quiet Place 2, Blue Balls, and The Purge Forever, Blue Balls. We did talk about the Friends reunion, and it's fun to see young people old. All right, let's do this again soon.
KeithAndTheGirl.com